What's going on YouTube? Sam Adams here, and today we have our last two games on the road to World Series. We are actually 21-0 at this point, so we're trying to go undefeated on our way there. Our first opponent today was actually 27-3, so we have a really good game on our hands. And as you see, the first batter of the game, we walk Carlos Gonzalez, which brings up Fernando Tatis. And on a 3-2 count, Fernando Tatis will hit one into the gap, and he's already has a 1-0 lead. And the thing about this game, I kind of recorded a little bit late, so you couldn't see his lineup, but he has Corey Kluber on the mound. I always get them confused, but it's Corey Kluber. So we're already down 1-0 in the top of the first. We're going to go straight to the bottom of the first. Sheffield takes a 3-1 or 4-1 walk, which brings up Giambi, who laces a perfect grounder up the middle. So now we have a little 2-out rally going. We're already down by 1, so we have to score early, guys. We have to score early on Kluber. And on a 0-2 2-out pitch, Mike Trout goes right up the middle on a good squared up, and we tie the game. So that is huge to get early runs on Kluber. Here comes Belly now on a 3-2 count. And we're obviously stealing. He fouls that pitch off. So here we go. Runners are on the move. And we get a just early good swing all the way down the right field line. And with the 83 speed coming around, he's also able to score. So we take a quick 3-1 lead. Now we're going to go straight to the top of the second. 0-2 count on Correa. And Oswalt throws actually a slider right down the middle, but he swings right through it. We're then going to skip to a 2-2 count on Matt Olson. Fastball high, and we get a dot. So we have 2 outs. Now we're trying to strike out the side in the top of the second versus Cap. We throw a nasty curveball, get him swinging, and we get to strike out the side in the top of the second inning. Now we're going to skip right to the 5th inning. We had we're in a pitching duel right now, but in the 3-1 game, we hang a changeup right to Matt Olson. He sends it to the moon, man. And we only have a 3-2 lead. Guys, we're fighting off Kluber. We are fighting off Kluber. We got to make him work. We have to make him work, or else he's just going to dot us late in the game. We warm up our bullpen here. We warm up Snell and MADDUX just in case we need them a little bit later. So here we're versing his Cap here. We have a 1-2 count. We need to get out here. We need to get out. So we throw a high sinker, and he actually smashes it right to Giambi for the line out for the first out of the inning, which then brings up his pitcher, Corey Kluber. Obviously, he's going to keep him in here. There's no reason to take him out when he's pitching great. Hasn't given up a run since the first inning. He has an 0-2 count here. We throw a high fastball. He pops it up. Giambi will be able to get there, make the out for the second out of the inning, which then brings up Cargo. Guys, this Cargo is actually really good. If you look at his stats, he's raking with them, so I'm kind of terrified of him. In a 3-1 count, we throw a fastball right down the middle. We get extremely lucky with the line out. And now that he scored his run that inning, we have to answer back in the bottom half of the inning. We have to. Because if we don't, Kluber's going to keep dotting us. He's going to put up his runs. Again, very good player that this man has. Here we go in a 3-2 count. Mickey Mantle. We foul off ball 4 there. I thought it was a cutter. Threw a sinker. We're lucky that was a foul ball. The next pitch, dot with the sinker. That is such a hard pitch to hit. Which then brings up Gary Sheffield. Guys, Gary Sheffield is an absolute monster. And in a 3-2 count, he throws a slurve low and in, and we just miss it. We just miss it. We're a hair early. We hit it 105 miles an hour. But the next pitch, he throws a sinker right down the middle, and we hit it to the moon. And we get our answer that we needed. We take a 4-2 lead. That was huge for us. We needed that. Again, our opponent is 27-3, guys. 27-3. And now here's Giambi in a 2-1 count. The next batter, and we just missed a hanging slurve. We needed that, but again, we got to run that we needed. We head right to the bottom of the 6th inning where we have no outs. Here's Mike Trout in an 0-2 count. Guys, I cannot miss that pitch. I cannot miss it. It's a slurve right down the middle. But I do miss it. We foul it off. We hit actually that pitch 116 miles an hour. That may be the hardest hit ball I've seen. Again, we just missed another slurve. I'm just getting a little bit under those pitches. We then take a changeup. So we have a 1-2 count. We have a 2-run lead in the bottom of the 6th inning. And he throws a dot with the sinker. I thought this was going to actually go out of play, but his first baseman made a hell of a play. Somehow not falling into the dugout either for the first out of the inning. Now we're going to go to Bellinger, who's the next batter, in a 1-1 count. And I don't know about you guys, but he has a little hitch in his swing. It kind of bothers me. But we fly out to the infield for the second out. And now here's Sandberg. We need a 2-out rally, guys. We have to keep scoring. And watch this. This is kind of weird. It goes right under Tatis's glove. Weird animation he got. But you know what? We'll take it. We need any runner we can get. So he's at first base, which brings up Lindor. He has a 3-0 count right now. And he walks Lindor on 4 pitches. So now we have to take out Roy Oswalt. So here we go. We look at our bench instantly. We look at Stargell, but I like Yelich better. We go straight to Yelich, who also instantly gets to a 3-0 count, and he himself gets a 4-pitch walk, which loads the bases for Craig the Man Biggio. This dude's been insane. Look at his average. What is that, 495, 485? He's been so good. We take a first pitch slurve. Great pitch right there. He then throws another slurve that we are lucky is sent foul. So we have a 0-2 count, bases loaded. We need to come up clutch here, guys. We take a sinker. I'm not going to lie. I have no clue how I took that pitch. So it's a 1-2 count. And he throws a dotted changeup or dotted cutter that we just get enough of that goes foul. So it's a 1-2 count now. Again, we lucky we got the check swing on the slurve. We are battling this at bat. 2-2. He throws a changeup and Craig Biggio goes to the moon. I mean, what an at bat by Craig Biggio. Look at my reaction. I am saying, who said Craig Biggio sucks? Because someone in the chat said Craig Biggio sucks. But he hits a grand slam to make us go 8-2. The next batter, Mickey Mantle, walks on a great bat. He walks. He brings in Nick Anderson, by the way. He then throws a strike here. So we're in an 0-1 count. We're now up 6. We go steal, and he throws a pitch that we just do a nice hit and run. It wasn't really a hit and run. I was kind of just stealing, but I saw that he had the hole wide open, so we went with the sinker. So now we have first and third, 2 outs. Jason Giambi is up against Nick Anderson. We need more runs here. We need more runs. And Giambi comes through with a line drive right up the middle. We now have a 9-2 lead, and we just broke this game wide open. Wide open here. So here we go. Bottom of the 8th inning now. 9-3, and Mickey Mantle. Perfect fly ball to the moon! And we take a 10-3 lead, which is going to give us the W. So now, guys, our rating is 881. As you can see, we're 22-0. We're hitting 403, 931 slugging with a 351 ERA. So we are pitching well, we're hitting well, and that is why we're undefeated. But we're going to go straight into the last game. And if we win this, guys, we're going to get the World Series. And of course, we have to face Kluber again, but we have Greg Maddux on the mound. And guys, I don't know if you guys have used this Greg Maddux. He's insanely good, guys. He doesn't throw hard, but his control is so good. And that's what really matters in this game. You guys will see how we pitch with him, but he is so good. So we're going to lead off with Biggio here. In a 2-1 count, he throws looks like a slurve away. And guys, again, Biggio, he just does it all. He does it all, gets a single right there through the hole. Perfect. Which brings up Jason Giambi, guys. After Sheffield grounded out, Mantle got out. Giambi then walks, so we have first and third with 2 outs. Full count for Mike Trout, and we just missed a sinker down the middle, but we made Kluber throw 27 pitches in that first inning. So even though we didn't score, that is a huge W for us. Huge W for us. We then go to the bottom of the first inning. Look at Maddux, guys. Just watch these pitches. Look at the sinker. I mean, that's a hittable pitch, but it's also a dotted pitch because that's a sinker coming right from the shoulder in, just like Maddux used to do. So we get the first out there. Again, another dot. Look at that cutter, the backdoor cutter to Reggie Jackson. I then try to dot and tunnel a changeup here. We leave it right over the middle of the plate. We're actually very lucky that was not sent to the moon. It's only to the gap for a double, 2-out double. You never want to give up any 2-out base runners, which brings up Correa. But again, MADDUX throws a dotted cutter. We strike him out, and we go to a 0-0 ball game now. We're now going to skip ahead to the bottom of the second. His cap is now up. 2-2 count. Dot. Again, another great pitch by Greg MADDUX for the second out of the inning. We now go sinker low and away here. And he just missed that. That's a good pitch. Now it's a 1-2 count. 2 outs to Joey Gallo. We try to throw a changeup. We hang it. Luckily, it goes off the end of his bat to the warning track. And we get a 3rd out. And we're going to head to the top of the 3rd inning with 2 outs. Watch this, guys. Explain this to me. How is that not a perfect with Mickey Mantle? My mind was blown there. I don't know how that wasn't perfect. It was only sent to the warning track. Maybe it was Kluber, and 99 Kluber had something to do with it. But we just flew out to the warning track for the 3rd out of the inning, and we still cannot score on Kluber. We then go to the bottom of the 3rd inning with 1 out, 2-2 count, and Corey Kluber's up. And I guess the man does it all. Just early okay swing. You never want to give up a hit to the pitcher, especially in any situation. But he gets a hit. Now we got to pitch out of it again with Greg MADDUX. But you know what Greg MADDUX does? The next batter, Marte, comes up on a backdoor cutter. I truly thought Mike Trout was going to overrun this, guys. I thought I was going to have a bad animation. Luckily, Trout just stops, makes the play. We then throw a sinker right down the middle. And we get extremely lucky. Torres flies out for the 3rd out of the inning. So we have a 0-0 ball game. Still, it's a pitching duel, guys. We're in a pitching duel. Top of the 4th inning, we have Jason Giambi up. 1 out. Watch this swing. Another perfect right to the auto shift for the 2nd out of the inning. I just need one of these to fall, guys. I need one of these to fall. Watch this play, though. Craziest play. This was a game-changing play right here. Reggie Jackson hits it deep. Mike Trout trying to rob it. And he almost robs it. He makes a crazy play. He keeps the ball in the yard, but he gets a leadoff triple, but it is not a home run. Now we got to pitch out of this. We have to pitch out of this. So what I do is I bring the infield halfway in. We're pitching to Correa. We need a ground ball or an infield pop-up, right? So what do? We bring the infield halfway in. And now at an 0-1 count, we're going to be throwing a sinker up and in here, try to jam him. And that's exactly what we do. It's a fly out to the first baseman for the 1st out of the inning. That brings up Todd Helton. Now, normally I would intentionally walk Helton to face a righty, but if you look at his coming up batters, he is a switch hitter, which is his cap, and then another lefty. So I say, you know what? Let's kind of pitch around Helton here. Again, I bring the infield in, and now we have a 2-2 count here, right? We have a 2-2 count on Todd Helton. We throw a low changeup, and we get him swinging and missing. So we have 2 outs, but we still got to stay composed, guys. We got to stay composed. We have to get out of this inning. First pitch, curveball, for a strike. 2 outs still, guy at 3rd. Then we throw a cutter inside. We actually get it over the middle of the plate, but he flies out to the left fielder for the 3rd out. And because Mike Trout kept that ball in the yard, it's still a 0-0 ball game. Which brings up Lindor in the top of the 5th inning with 2 outs. Again, another good swing. Good squared up, but it's Kluber, guys. It's so hard to hit him. Easy ground ball to the shortstop for the 3rd out of the inning. We then head to the bottom of the 5th in a 1-2 count against Joey Gallo, and we strike him out on a nasty curveball. Guys, I'm telling you, Greg MADDUX is filthy. Go pick him up. I mean, look at these dots that we're throwing. 2-1 count. You know what? It ain't a problem. We're just going to dot a backdoor sinker, followed by a curveball that we actually miss our spot, but it becomes an accidental dot. We strike out Luis Robert, brings up Kluber. Again, he's not going to take him out. You just don't take out Kluber. In an 0-2 count, we throw a cutter away, which becomes an easy ground ball to first base. Guys, we have to put up runs. 0-0 through 5. We head to the top of the 6th inning. Greg MADDUX leads off the inning. 3-1 count. We take it all the way. This is why my man's the MVP, guys. This is why my man's the MVP. 3-2 count. Sinker right down the middle. Greg Maddux actually has a very, very good swing. He starts the inning off with a single. We have to take advantage of this. We have to. Here's Biggio. Of course, another good swing right to the center fielder for the first out of the inning. Here comes Mickey Mantle. And what's crazy is, out of all the good swings that were outs, the just laid okay finds the hole. So now we have first and second with one out. And here comes Gary, the man Sheffield, in a 2-2 count. He gets a sinker right down the middle, and he comes through once again. So it loads the bases for Jason Giambi. We need this run, guys. We need it badly. So in a 1-2 count, one out, he throws a great sinker. We go with it, but watch this. Reggie Jackson makes a sliding catch, but because he slid, we are actually able to score the first run, which is Greg Maddux. My man's doing it all, guys. He's doing it all. So we take a 1-0 lead. Then Mike Trout comes up. He throws an absolute dot. We cannot take any more advantage of that inning. We pop up, but we have a 1-0 lead. Heading to the bottom of the sixth, we have two outs. Reggie Jackson's up. He was 2 for 2 leading up to this with a triple and a double, but he gets jammed. Pop fly to the third baseman for the third out. We then head, guys, to the top of the seventh. Here comes Greg Maddux again. Sandberg is on first base. We have a 1-2 count. I'm thinking, you know what? If he strikes out, that's okay. We're going to steal anyway. We take a sinker down low, and we steal second. We steal second. Here comes Greg Maddux. We take a cutter away, guys. And again, pitchers who rake. Pitchers who rake. He throws a sinker low and away. Maddux goes with it and gets an RBI single. We take a 2-0 lead. Maddux now has an RBI and a run scored. He's combined for both our runs, and he's throwing a shutout. We're headed to the bottom of the seventh, where his cap goes almost yard on us. Bailey makes a nice play, so we have a 2-0 lead going to the top of the eighth inning, guys. And now Kluber is already on red. He's at 120 pitches here. Mantle took a walk. Sheffield's up in an 0-2 count. The PCI is huge now. He's tried to throw a slurve low, but because he's on red stamina or red energy, it's an easy hit. So we have first and second. He then takes out Corey Kluber, puts in Blake Snell in an 0-1 count. We're sitting on fastball. Giambi hits one right up the middle to score the third run of the game. We go first to third also. Later in the inning, Cody Bellinger actually gets a single, and then which leads to Ryan Sandberg to the moon! Perfect. We take a 7-0 lead. Guys, this Sandberg is really, really good. I advise you at level 1 silver to pick him up. I'm telling you, great card, great swing, a lot of pop, diamond defense, and we take the W. We get to World Series undefeated. I'm not sure at this point, but we do, guys. We actually get to 904 rating. So we go 23-0. In just a second, I'll show you guys our stats. So right here, guys, we actually get there 23-0, 398 average, 902 slugging, 441 on base, 331 ERA with an under a 1 whip. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you guys did, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button. Make sure you guys put up the thumbs up if you guys enjoyed it. But until next time, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. And I'm out.